What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Q1, and I am back with Ready to Love Philly, okay? Season 10, Episode 3, all together now. Before I start, can you guys please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you like my reviews. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you have already been, if you've always been on my channel, thank you. Um, yeah. So without further ado, Ready to Love, where the men aren't really ready for love. Okay. So the episode starts with Eddie. Y'all know. Never mind. So the episode starts with Eddie where he said he wants to weigh his options now since there are more singles coming. I understand that. So Angie asked Wayne why didn't he call her, and he said he was asleep. And I want to say that was True. True was like, well, all weekend? You ain't sleep the whole weekend. But whatever. Okay. Angie says her and Wayne spent a lot of time at the mixer and they exchanged numbers. And she wanted to know if they if what they had was real. And I was like, girl, be for real. I was thinking she was saying that they were spending a lot of time together. And I was like, ooh, child, that's embarrassing. Okay. So everybody arrives. They're all on the stage. You know, Tommy said that the goal this week is to focus on the qualities you are looking for in a person. Okay. Tommy says this ain't no interview, but date with a purpose. So Coley said the men look good. She talked to Eddie. You know, Eddie was everybody top. Okay. So Cisco and Diona are connecting, and I think I like them together. I don't know. It's just something about their chemistry. So I wasn't mad at that. So Cisco said they'd probably be like a little power couple. I was like, all right. So girl, not everybody toasting because they miss Will. They was like, what? Hold on. So y'all, Cisco and Tay sat down together, and he was like, I saw you, and she was like, oh, cause I didn't know if you was gonna come by and speak to me. Y'all know Tay and Kiara and Diona are my faves. Okay, they are absolutely my faves. All right, I gotta try to run through this review, but they are my faves. Okay. And Rocky, I love Rocky. So Rocky and Eddie sitting, they doing the meet and greet or whatever. She asked him if he was a boy. He was like, absolutely not. But of course, Rocky don't believe him just because of the way he said no. It was something about Eddie. I guess she just wasn't interested in him. And I guess I figured if you're not interested, just kind of move around. If you see somebody, they don't pique your interest, that is okay. Then you move around and you find somebody else that pique your interest. And it is what it is. So Tay, Naeem, Rose, they're actually sitting down talking. Naeem is definitely attracted to Tay. I mean, Tay is that girl, okay? And he asks her where she's from. She tells him. He asked her, hey, do you have kids? And so she was like, mm-mm. And so he was like, she said, well, she asked him, do you have kids? And he was like, yeah, I have kids. She said, how many? Naeem said, I got 5 doggone kids. 3 baby mom, 2 tutor. Y'all know how that go. 4, 3 baby mom, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Tay said, it was nice knowing you, but I gotta go. But she don't leave. She decides, she was like, you know what? Everybody deserves a chance. So she said that she's willing to be open. So, hey, it is what it is. So we see Cam sitting down with Shanice. And Shanice asked him, does he want to be married? And he was like, no, I'm just all about my happiness. and this and that. And Shanice was like, well, this is a red flag, because she wants marriage. And I really would like y'all to know, just because somebody does not want to get married does not mean that that is a red flag. That is their choice. That is their prerogative. It does not mean it's a red flag. It just means you would have to adjust, not to him, but you would have to move around and find someone who actually want those same things that you want. Trying to get it out of him, he don't want that. And I listen, I'm not mad at it, but I just need y'all to understand that. Like, I really need y'all to understand that. Okay? So, True tells Coley, she was like, True was over there with Coley and Eddie. And she said, yeah, I told Eddie to come over here because y'all look good together, girl. You just look like a Pocahontas. And I was like, wait a minute. This is a dating show, but maybe I realized True may not be interested in Eddie. And True may see something that him and Coley got going on. But, child, it is what it is. I'm just only showing. I'm just only reporting what production is showing moi. Okay? All right. So, Rose is sitting down with Khalil, or whatever his name is. Y'all be forgetting names. And she tells him, I cater to my man. I was like, okay, Destiny's Child, girl, let me cater to you. I get it. I want to get it, but I get it. All right? It is what it is. So, Cisco was sitting with Kiara, and he forgot her name. And I was like, wait a minute. Now, wasn't you buddying up to Kiara when you first met her, and now you forgot her name? I guess. So, Sahara is talking to Hussein. He says that Sahara is full of confidence, but he first as he gets to know everybody, he really just wants a woman. He wants to build a relationship. Build a friendship before he starts a relationship. So he asked her, what happened in your last relationship? She was like, listen, it was toxic. I choose me, Lucius. So sis decided to choose her. I'm happy about that. It is what it is. Moving forward, y'all. Angie asked, I think it was Cam. I want to say that was Cam, if he's ready to go on a date. And she said, you know what? Better yet, do you want to go on a date with me? And I think he kind of hesitated. I think this is the one who hesitated. And I was like, I don't know, Angie. You might want to move around with Mr. Cam. I don't think Mr. Cam is seeing it for you, but I don't know. So we see Rose. She sits with Wayne. Wayne is the one who had looked like Mac. Okay. So, she asked if he's ready for marriage, and he says he's taking his time. She says, uh-oh. And she says in her confessional, he doesn't want a wife. He also seemed like he have his walls up. And again, as I stated a moment ago, just because somebody doesn't want marriage does not mean that that's a bad thing. Some people do not want to be married. Some people just want companionship. And I get it. This isn't the show that you're probably supposed to be on. But at the same time, this is really just a meet and greet mixer. Y'all getting to know each other. Everything happens outside of the show. So it is what it is. Anyway, everybody get to hugging and they leaving. And Cam actually finally talks to Dion. And I this is the fight. Y'all remember Cam is the fireman. Dion says that she does not date firemen. And she meant that. He said, she's cool, but it just seems as though she wasn't interested in him. And he said she was rude the way, she put it out there. But I kind of don't think she was rude. She was just like, listen, I don't get my money and my honey in the same place. You understand? I don't care if you work at Fire Station 501. If I work at Fire Station 203, I'm not, because it's like we work together. So she was like, no, by no means. So I wasn't mad at her, but she stated that in the beginning. That is what you call yoking. She is not like, I don't want to date anybody that does the same work as me. I don't, hold on, y'all. So she doesn't want to do the same, I get it. Moving on. So we get to these group dates. Naeem, True, Kiara, Jay, Shanice, and Hussein, they meet up to go skating. True asked Naeem why haven't he texted her back. And, he was stammering and stuttering with excuses. And I was like, ma'am, if you have to ask, move on. Shanice said Hussein is her top connect. True talks with Hussein. And I don't remember their connection. But Shanice talks to Naeem and asks what is happiness to him. And I think he answered it. And then we see Jay and Kiara. And they actually had good chemistry. And they both were only child. They solo child. I mean, what is it? Did I say solo child? They both were the only child as it relates to their whatever. And so Jay is a single parent. And that's cool. And so he tells her, his love language is physical touch. And he was like, because you sitting too far from me. Like, she wasn't sitting close. She wasn't sitting far, but she wasn't sitting close enough to his liking. So Kiara was like, listen, I'm looking for a husband. Jay says that he really likes Kiara, and he only wants to be around her. I actually kind of like their chemistry. I think they had good chemistry. So Angie and Coley meet with Eddie and Wayne. And I was like, Angie, Wayne gave you what he gave you. And I'm sorry, I just don't. Yeah, no. So Angie tells them she was married and her husband didn't let her do anything. Now, I don't know if that was under the guidelines of you can just work and stay home, or was he controlling? Because I want to say Angie was, Lord, I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but I think Angie was the one whose husband passed away. And Eddie, they went around telling their stories. Eddie said he brings, sometimes he brings work home, and sometimes he just want to come home and find somebody he can chill with and just kind of cool and kick it with or whatever. So Wayne says he is super loyal. Coley starts to cry because we found out today was her brother's birthday, and he passed away in a car accident some years ago. So they made a toast to Jay. His name is Jason. And she felt connected. She tells Eddie that, I felt the connection to you because you lost your dad. And y'all, I hope this isn't a, trauma bonding. I hope this isn't her trying to trauma bond with him, because you can bond with him on anything. Don't do that. But I get it. Y'all understand the aspect of losing somebody close. So I get that. But I think that's all it should be. That y'all have an understanding that I have lost someone close to me. So, they all disperse, and Angie talks to Wayne alone. She asks, are they good? And I just, in that little bit of conversation they had, I just kind of felt like Wayne wasn't really featuring Angie like that. It just kind of felt cringy for me to watch, but whatever. So we get to the second group date. And it's Rocky, Tay, Rose, Fritz, Khalil, and Cam. And they go to a pottery making class, which was absolutely everything. So Tay says she never been on a date like this before. Callie is interested in Tay. Callie asks Tay how does she navigate through her negative emotions. And, she tells him, she explains everything to him. I think they were cute. It was something about that chemistry that I enjoy seeing on the screen, right? So Rocky and Fritz, he says that he's a mama's boy. She says she's a daddy's girl. She said a man who loves his mom respects women, and I'm here to tell you that is not true. The way they treat their mom is not the way they treat a woman. A woman. Sorry, but They had a good piece of chemistry. I was okay with that. So Tay talks to Cam. Cam says it he have to basically fight to talk to Tay. Cause listen, Tay is that girl. All right, Tay is that girl. So Tay said she wasn't feeling a connection with Cam. And I just didn't see the connection that she had with Cam. Cam seemed nervous. He seemed more sure than Will was. But now, as you see everybody group apart and, do they one-on-ones, Cam seemed a lot nervous. So I just kind of assessed the situation. I was like, well, maybe Cam, you could be going home, buddy. I don't know. So Cam asked Tate if she struggled with long-term relationships, and she said no. Well, she asked him the same thing, and he says that he did. I was like, I don't know, Cam. The lady's not seeming to kind of feature you, I don't know. You might have to step your cookies up, sir. You got to step them up. So we get to the vault, and all the ladies show up, and Tommy was like, let's just let me know who y'all like. So Angie liked Eddie, Coley liked Eddie, Rocky liked Fitz, Rose liked Fitz, Deanna liked Cisco, Kiara was liking Jay, Tay was interested in Callie, Sahara was interested in Hussein, True and Shanice was also interested in Hussein. So at this point, Tommy tells Shanice, I noticed your emotions. Tell me what's going on. So Shanice says she starts to cry, y'all. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. She says she's been broke twice and homeless. And she basically says that she never forget those who have supported her along the way. And she felt like being in that boat was a safe space. And I felt bad for her, but I'm also, as you see her, a woman who has gotten her businesses and picked herself up despite everything she had going on, I was here for that. I was really here for that. And I was here for the women being a safe space for her where it didn't get catty or anything like that. So I was here for this whole situation, y'all. So then we find out who are we not seeing it for, okay? So Rocky says she wasn't seeing it for Eddie. Rose says she wasn't. Rose, Angie, Coley, and Sahara all said that they wasn't seeing it for Wayne because there was no chemistry, no connection. True says she wasn't seeing it for Naeem. Kiara says she wasn't seeing it for Francisco. Deanna, Shanice, Tay, and Angie all said that they wasn't seeing it for Cam. So Tommy was like, you know what? Y'all figure out who gonna do what, who gonna select who, and you take them out and let them know. They was like, oh my God, oh yeah. So Tay goes out on a date with Cam, and Deanna is out on a date with Wayne. Wayne admits that he gave the ladies his phone number, but he's been busy, and sometimes he can be a space cadet. Like, it's just he doesn't seem interested. And so Tay tells Cam they met with Tommy, and he said he want to focus. He was like, listen, I know, he just was explaining his situation. He was like, I personally want to focus on my happiness rather than focus on being married to somebody. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I can't say that I didn't understand, because I did. And so Tay tells Cam, the ladies have decided that you are still ready to love. So Deanna tells Wayne that the ladies have decided, we met with Tommy and yada, 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 and we decided that you just aren't ready to love. And he says, interesting. And I was like, sir, you just said that you can be a space cadet, and you wasn't showing the ladies no interest. So I just need to know, how is that interesting? Like, I don't know how you thought you was going to get past this process. But he said he didn't expect to go home. But, sir, sometimes you got to expect it. And this where the episode ends. Y'all, I was like, okay. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. Listen, I got to find a real ending, okay? Because I don't know, my endings just don't make no sense. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.